kept you waiting forever and a day. But now we're out here together with nothing standing in our way. Can you feel the attraction? Feel the attraction. Can you feel it between us?
Hi guys, and welcome back to the channel. I'm hoping that you all are having a lovely day today. So today we are building another vacation home for, I think it's called Salvadorado. It's the new world that came with the Jungle Adventure game pack, and we are building on the smallest lot that we gotten in this world. So this is a 20 by 15 size lot, and I decided to build a tiny modern romantic jungle retreat. I think that is the name of the build. Maybe I'm gonna make it a little bit smaller, but that is what we are building. So I'm really trying to go for that mix between modern and traditional. I do have to say this build probably leans a little bit more to the traditional side, although it does have very many modern elements, and I also tried to implement a little bit of a Moroccan kind of vibe on the inside. Just a tiny hint though. It's just a really tiny hint, but still I tried, you know. I'm not going full on Moroccan style. Maybe the next one, maybe the next build is gonna be a full on Moroccan styled Khloe Kardashian vacation home, you know. I know if you haven't seen my Khloe Kardashian home, I will link the series here up in the screen. Khloe Kardashian's home has a very distinct black and white modern Moroccan vibe, which I adore, and I did try to recreate that home. Kind of failed, kind of succeeded, but in the end I'm very proud of what I did. So go check that out if you haven't seen that series already. But I do have to say it is with custom content, but there are two versions. So there's a no CC and the CC version that you can download from the gallery. Anyways, what am I doing right here? I'm trying to determine the shape. So I knew from starting off this build, I knew from the get-go that I wanted that little porch area at the front with the swimming pool. Then on the side I needed like 2 sunbeds. That is what I absolutely knew I wanted. I also knew that there was like a balcony there above the swimming pool, but that was all I had planned out in my mind. I didn't plan out the front where the entrance is gonna be. I did not plan out the sides, so that is what I'm doing right now. So for the sides I decided to add in a porch area on one side. That is this side right here, adding in a little shaded area, of course, because I love making those. And then I'm gonna place plants on top of them so that there's no sunlight that's gonna, you know, annoy my Sims through the day. So yeah, that is what I'm doing for the sides. And then for the front or the back, if you look at it right now, it's the back, but it's the front what I'm talking about, where the entrance door is. I really keep that very clean, very simple. And the reason why I kept it clean and simple is the back with the swimming pool and the sides had already so much going on. There's like landscaping, porch area, swimming pool. I needed a side of the house that was a little bit more cleaner, not so loud, you know, a kind of spot that tied all of everything together. So you have sides, there's like a lot of there is like a lot of landscaping, and then there's a side that looks really clean and nice, and I think that balances out the entire build. So I'm very happy with every side of this house. So what am I doing right here? I'm at the side, I'm adding in a little bit of landscaping. I do decide to go with some fencing. I'm not using fencing everywhere, just on this side, on the back side, where I'm also gonna do a tiny bit of landscaping. I don't use any fencing, but what I did forget to do there is I did forget to do terrain paint. So there is no terrain paint in the video right now. So this little section that I landscape has no terrain paint, and this section here on the left also has no terrain paint, but I do add in the terrain paint and the bin. I do add those in before uploading. So when you download this from the gallery, it's all terrain painted. There's a pin. Everything is functional. No routing issues. I did play test the entire build before I uploaded it to the gallery, but you don't see everything in the video, which is a shame. But I just didn't record it because I was already in process of editing down this video. So yeah, that is basically it. Everything is coming along and I really like how this looks. So I do have to say, throughout the entire video, I did need to remind myself, okay, Mona, keep it modern, keep it romantic, keep it simple. That was like the key words that I had in my mind. And especially the romantic part was really important. So I thought to myself, Mona, what would you like if you could do over your honeymoon? How would you like your romantic getaway look? Because my honeymoon actually wasn't that romantic. I went to Lloret de Mar with my husband on honeymoon, and although Lloret de Mar is really beautiful, I love the place so much. I love the locals. The people are so friendly. I really love going there on vacation, and I have been to Lloret de Mar multiple times because Spain is just my favorite place to go on vacation. But Lloret de Mar isn't really the place that screams honeymoon to me. I mean, it's more of a place that screams party and beaches and fun. That is what Lloret de Mar is for me. And we definitely had fun. We partied hard, but it wasn't that romantic. I mean, we went outside. I mean, it was romantic around like 8, 9-ish, 10-ish. I know, you know, when it went a little bit more calmer on the beach, that was like really romantic. And then when the sun sets and you are looking over the waves, over the sea, and then we are sitting on the beach looking at that sunset, set with like a glass of champagne. That was so romantic. But usually we gotten interrupted with you know, teenagers partying on the beach, drinking their vodka, their whiskey, and being very loud, which is normal because that is what the place is. I mean, the place where we went, maybe we just picked the wrong place in Lloret. We really went where we always went, and that is the site where there are lots of young people who like to go out and have fun. Maybe we should have probably went to a different part of Lloret. Anyways, it was my mistake because I planned it. But when I was building this really nice looking holiday retreat, I thought, okay, Mona, if you could have a do-over, how would you like this to look? So this entire bungalow, not bungalow, it's not a bungalow, Mona. This entire home, I really did furnish and style it to what my perception is from romantic. So yeah, I'm hoping that you guys are seeing it as well. For me, this has really high romantic vibes. Adding in some lights, by the way, at the swimming pool. I love illuminating those, but I do not add in too much light because it's a very tiny lot, and if I would have added in too much lights, it really took away that very romantic aspect that we were going for. So there's only light at the swimming pool and at the porch at the entrance area, and all the rest on the outside is not lit. So yeah, that's basically it. We're almost done with the exterior, and then we are gonna hop into the interior. And I do have to say, I do use like 99% of the time stuff from the new game pack. That was really important for this build. I also use like the not outdoor retreat mode. I also use the Spade Sauna that you can see right here. I also use a poof or a little, you know, seating thingy from City Living. I also use the bubble blowers from City Living. The water recolor from Get Together, and then outdoors I'm using the backyard furnishing from that, oh my gosh, what's it called, Perfect Patio. So there are a few other packs in this build as well, but not an insane amount. So I think I'm working with 4 or 5 packs in total, so it's definitely not insane. A lot of the packs you probably have, and if you have the Jungle Adventure as well, you can download this for sure. If you like are missing 1 or 2 packs, that's fine, because all of the wallpapers, except for one, because there's one wallpaper that is from the Fitness Stuff pack, but all of the other wallpapers are all from the Jungle Adventure game pack. The entire kitchen is from the Jungle Adventure and a little bit base game, and then the entire living room is a base game, Jungle Adventure, and City Living. So you can definitely download this if you don't have every pack that I use. So here I'm making the living room. For the living room, I went with this modern looking chimney. The chimney that we gotten with the new pack didn't fit in at that side. So I could have maybe downscaled the chimney, and I did, but it looked weird because it didn't really went through the ceiling. So there was like a little space between the ceiling and the chimney, and it felt for me that would maybe create a lot of smoke because it looks like a chimney that is actually placed outside. It looks like an outdoor chimney, or either a indoor chimney, but it does need to connect to the ceiling for my feeling, so that is where the smoke needs to go. And when you downscale the chimney for the smaller wall height, it doesn't connect to the ceiling. So I didn't like that, and that's why we are going for the modern looking get-together chimney fireplace instead, and it does look really nice. Very happy with that. So I did decide to not go with a television set in this vacation home. In the last one that I built, that was exactly the first build that I did for this world. I will link that here up in the screen. A very modern but still combined with all the jungle elements vacation home that had a television. And although it really looked nice where I placed the television, it was really annoying because my sim, the first thing that my sim did when opening up my game and loading the lot, it made like a beeline just directly for that television. And no, her fun wasn't low, everything was high in the green. I don't know, why would she go and watch television? But she did, and that really ticked me off. I deleted the television in the end, although I did upload it with a television. But for this build, I was like, no, Mona, don't do a television. This is a romantic getaway for, you know, your newlyweds or just a couple in general, and you don't want them to watch television. You want them to woohoo, because that's what you do on a romantic vacation. You woohoo 90% of the day, and the other 10% you chill on the pool side, or you go and use the sauna. That's what you do when you're on a honeymoon. So yeah, no television here in this romantic getaway, but there is a sauna where you can do your sauna woohoo, or just relax and chill. Swimming pool so that you can swim some laps, or just sit on the side of the pool. I love having my Sims sit on the side of the pool, you know, with their feet in the water, and then just chat together. They have then really long conversations, and I love to really record that just for myself. It's really weird, I know, but I love to record those interactions or take loads and loads of pictures. And yes, I do have a little map with pictures on my computers of every Sim family that I made and I played with. I don't know, it's like a little tick. I did that with The Sims 3, and I did it here in The Sims 4 as well. I just love documenting my entire Sims, their lives, you know, from birth to death. I love to document them all, and sometimes I like to watch the pictures again. I know I'm such a weird simmer, but that is what I like to do. I like to document everything that my Sims do in their life. Anyways, here adding in some ceiling lights, and we're almost done with the build. We only need to furnish this bathroom, Mona, this bedroom area. And for the bedroom, I went with very neutral colors, whites and grays, a little bit, bit of brown, and also a little hint of yellow for, you know, that little bit of color that we needed in the build. The reason why we are going for such a neutral colors in the bedroom is because I wanted it to be very soothing and relaxing and calming, and very loud, vibrant colors don't scream romance to me. I like white colors especially, but because white was a little bit, you know, not nice looking for the build, I didn't go for like a very white bed and a very white rug. I did add in some color like the gray and the yellow, but yeah, this just screams romance to me. Neutrals. Neutrals is romantic. Colorful, not so romantic, though very enjoyable sometimes, but not in my bedroom. In my bedroom, I like very soothing colors, and because I'm building this tiny retreat for me, I'm building this how I like it. If I was on honeymoon, I went with colors and things that I like when I was gonna go on honeymoon. So if this is not what you like, if this is maybe a little bit too plain or yeah, just too neutral, just go into build mode, press R on your keyboard, that is the recolor button, and then recolor everything to your heart's desire. This is just a starting color. You don't need to start with these colors in your game. If you want to change it, you can. If you want to change the entire build, you can. You can do whatever with this build, but how I have placed it all right now is how I prefer it for me. So anyways, I'm hoping that you guys enjoyed the build. Leave your likes if you did, very important. And if this is the first video that you are seeing from me and you liked it, don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell so that you would never ever miss a video of mine. So I'm hoping that you all are having an awesome day wherever you are, and hopefully I will see you all soon. Bye bye. Thank you.